continue to win the pistols. They've already got the bomb planted over at the A site. They've got all of the entrances watched. It's going to be up to EliGe crew using pure mechanics to bring this one back.
Gotta commend Huynh with their Cypher. They were just patrolling together and backing each other up. And when the Cypher took damage, the heals came in instantly. Getting your teammate back into a fighting position is going to be important now. Crashies pushes forward. A great smoke, though, is going to prevent some vision. Going to get that defuse down, though. And it's going to be 3 players that get eliminated immediately. But Brax only has 1 person left alive, and it's the man himself with just 13 HP. Does get a shot. In the upper bracket finals, we couldn't stop talking about Huynh, but every single player contributed so much to this team. Ice Wall gives him the angle as that player had pushed out. Aftershock forcing back Ska, and Huynh again charges on through, leaving just 2 players left alive. Your Cypher, your Sage, but
GMD spots a player at elbow. That's Brax, who's going to back up with some cover. You can see they've double stacked that back hall position, expecting a heavy B hit, and they just lost a player on A. So that's going to distract one of the defenders, and now is the go time for Gen.G. Brax getting all kinds of flashed up here. Has his gauge, but GMD has already dropped AZK. Some blind shots are going to connect as GMD falls. So will player 1 as Crashies hits the wall back.
And then Huynh with the wall up top is going to deny that opportunity to push out from the spawn side. Brax with 26 HP is going to have a difficult task to try and break through this. We'll need some teammates there to back him up. There's EliGe. Cracked through. Expected that there could have been someone on top of that. That will open things up for Brax to push forward, and they managed to hold this one through. It was going to be challenging to just charge forward through the wall, and then Brax held and was patient the whole time.
He could potentially take them all out. Here comes the orbital strike, though. Doesn't connect on anyone, forces them out of position, and it's go time once again down to the final 40 seconds. Gen.G's on the attack now.
The flash basically blinded Ska and everyone that's related to him there. That's how long he was in that state. Brax through the smoke, gets that kill on GMD. 2 players now left standing. Only 1 for Brax. It's AZK. We've seen him clutch out so many times. 1v2 is winnable, but player 1, that's the reason why he has no. It will just be that full commitment. But AZK walling out. Because they have some bigger guns, they'll easily be able to crash through the wall there. And then AZK with the smoke has to just play back. Ska pushes forward. A 4v4 though. Huynh right on through. Does pick off 1. And GMD had some help there. So EliGe gets cut down to size. That's going to leave Crashies in the back sight as he pushes forward. And player 1 on the corner heard the footsteps, recognized where it was going to be coming from. And this leaves AZK in an even more difficult situation of having to fight 1v4 with a ghost.
There you go.
He's going to make it work.
You at least took out 1. I mean, on that round, you know you're going to lose, basically, unless you get a clutch.
At any given moment, this guy could pop off.
And the first time these teams matched up, remember, it was Team Brax on the defense first on Haven. This time, defending so far on Bind, and they haven't been as successful as we expected. Gen.G, very, very strong play. After winning the pistol round, they have had the guns advantage, and they are just rolling through the smokes, finding Crashies. They're up 5-2 in this round, and it's all going to come down to Brax working with AZK once again. Now, Brax has his ultimate, but the bombs already been planted A. You don't have any money in the bank. You're just hiding back at that B-bomb site and hoping you survive.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to be in a position, especially as a commentator, where you call it. But when you see the circumstance that Brax and his teammates are going to be in here, Brax and AZK, there aren't really many options for them. Financially, they cannot afford to lose these guns. Keeping 2 strong weapons is better than none. You know, basic logic will tell us that. Available. We got the Rolling Thunder too. Both teams have their Rolling Thunders if they opt to use it. Team Brax will do their best to resort to that when they need to. There's Orbital Strike deployed. Recon Bolt did identify a few. There's Rolling Thunder now. Didn't quite get AZK though. They still hold on to theirs. Nice shots there. As he gets this angle down, but player one around the corner bucket again shuts him down.
Yo, that's he's in double digits already. Well, we're round 7. Boost action in the corner. You don't need to be Omen. You don't need to be Jet to get up on that box. You just need a really patient buddy to let you jump multiple times. Player 1 working with his breach Effy through the showers. Meanwhile, for the first time, you're going to see a early first blood going in favor of Team Brax, but right away, Effy is going to be able to score back on Scott. So it's a 4-on-4 with res available on both sides.
He here is not giving Team Brax any kind of advantage whatsoever. So to be able to do that right in the break is nice. Crashies, as he came around the corner, saw that they were going to be planting, but had to back away. So 3v2 now.
EliGe is still there.
EliGe, yeah, exactly. And then full rotation out. They will be able to get this down in time, but they have nothing to lock down site with.
Very strong defense from EliGe. Getting pinched from multiple angles, finds 2, but the spike is now planted. It's a 3-on-2 retake scenario, and GMD playing the cheeky corner behind the box, waiting for the portal, leaving a teammate alone. That's a lot of faith that your teammate's going to be able to survive or at least stall long enough, but now it's GMD all by his lonesome versus 2 players who are just holding the corner. Fake defuse. Nope, this one's real, and EliGe finds the headshot. Can we see EliGe's score? Show me this, man. A thrifty defense. They pick up the guns.
It will slow down and directly hamper it. So he needs. So in that instance, if he holds the angle, he might have been able to get one through the smoke. Perhaps I'll eat my words here in a second. Do not. It is Huynh, though, who scores one against EliGe. Player 1 follows it up on Crashies. And look at that aggression, the push through. Scott's just going to have to back away. And the thing is that Huynh will typically just hold that angle the whole time. He's not going to divert to the utility or maybe like a slow. He just hard commits to the snipe, because if someone comes through, he tries to get that timing down and nail the shot.
Oops, AZK, I've been there, bro. It feels awful.
Happens to the best of us.
Gen.G is looking so good. Their Haven attack, I remember being 4-8 at the half. So far, they've already scored 6 rounds, and it could be 7. AZK
there you go.
Up, though, after icing himself, finds 4 kills, and Brax will find the last one just in time.
Bro, he just needed to ice himself, you know? Put the pressure on him. That was it. Just give him a slow down.
I think they did what we did. They gave up. They thought, you know, we've got this. Got a little bit overconfident, and all of a sudden...
Kind of par for the course here for this team and what they always do. They always strike around this time. Give themselves enough time to formulate their strategy and their plan. Scott maybe through the smoke. There does locate one. It was Michael. He's been a little quiet this game, but just a refrag there. Catches his teammate off, you know, and helps him out. Crashies gets 3. That was going to be 2 with the orbital, and then 1 with his gun, which leaves Effys by himself. 1v2. Ooh.
And he's got my favorite ultimate. Rolling Thunder just totally throws you off your game. You never know when you're going to get hit by it, clearly.
Oh, whoa, the bold push here from Huynh. There was just no respect given to AZK inside of Hookah.
Just a little sage on stage action. Huynh comes out on top of that one with the Spectre. They got the pick. And with the Resurrector down, I think they're going for a little slow play. They want to be able to get the res if needed for Gen.G. But a good trade coming through. Sky is going to be overwhelmed. 3 players pushing in, but he does get the first pick on Michael. Going to make it easier on his remaining teammates. That's going to be EliGe and Crashies left alive in the 2 versus 3. Bomb is going down right now.
The Rolling Thunder used in response, but GMD just locates EliGe in the back. Now Crashies, as he's by this stim beacon, will get the added bonus of it, and that buff that will last for a few seconds there, and will line up a wonderful headshot on Hookah. Makes his way to elbow, though. Those players opposite side of where Crashies is going to be located. whether or not he can clutch this one. He has been great on those multi-kills. And he's playing the backside. He's looking around.
There it is.
And there it is. You found one op. Uh-oh.
Arrow in the belly. Orbital strike. Plus
dear.
the Sova.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a guaranteed kill. I know.
Bro, what a play. What a play, but no one checks the right side. Crashies.
If Crashies has any
Cuts
other
down
gun, that's a
Effys,
double.
but yeah, GMD is right there to help him out. Win with the res, bringing it right back. You invest whatever you can into this round because this is it in the half. You don't take anything back with you. You get a sight, but player one actually getting tagged from behind.
Through the wall.
Teleport. Both players going to be there. They got to go for it. Yeah.
All right, working together. Lots of time, but no health if you're EliGe. So we'll see who they send in first. On this defense, they're going to rotate through the portal, try and hit it from hookah. And they're going with the buddy system. I was wondering, will one split down long beat? Nope, they're going for the double peek through window.
So with this angle that Effys has, you'll get the tremor when they jump down. They have a just the best angle you could possibly ask for. Because they have no choice but to jump this. And then once Effys gets the thought, oh, whoa!
I was gonna say we should just shut up, man, because Brax isn't having any of it. Look at that corner shot. Look at that corner shot that takes out the Cypher at the end.
He still had flashes. Could be smart to send the owl drone through the teleporter too.
Just to annoy them.
Yeah, but you also know like exactly where they're going to be located.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, and to annoy them. Here's Win.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3 for Win, and he walls it. He walls it.
He says, "All
and
right, you're
Sky had no other choice but to try and fight out on the
GMD.
Thunderdome." Damage. The scream sounded like it was agony. Michael's just waiting. One player. There's a no. That was only one. I saw the little orange circles as they pushed up. Now time for the retake. I think Win was maybe looking for some cameras.
Checking every corner possible.
Yeah, there are no cameras available, or maybe even a potential arrow that could get deployed out there. Either way, though, it doesn't matter. Now here comes a retake. EliGe shuts down Win in player one. Ska gets 2 out of that one after Effys trades it out with the Bulldog. 2v2 now. Goes in for the defuse. Where these players going to be located. Trying to hold it, and he can't do it because he was getting just peppered by shots from AZK.
Gets to 13 here on bind. The tournament is over.
Little shorty action from player one. And the shorty's done. That's the difficulty of the shorty. When a player pushes up on you, it's great. You will just... You could do a whole heap load of damage on them. But from any range, a shorty becomes a bit of a detriment for you.
If you're longer than knife distance, they're probably getting away alive.
Yeah. You might as well knife.
Brax on your screen after getting this bomb planted is going to hold the long flank. They've got 4 players on the A site, one watching that back CT spawn. And you can see Effys working with his Sage and his Cypher, going the long way around the loop.
They're waiting for Win to make the call. Oh,
I'm dead, guys.
But Brax found him on the flank.
Number 15.
Whoops.
And now they've got an idea. They're probably hanging out back. Effy's holding that close angle with the shorty, and he can't even swap this out. There's no guns on this side of the map for him to pick up instead. And I think it's about time that B defense starts to rotate. Did they get the info? They know at least 2 players have made noise with their weapons down short A. Do they know all 5 are here? As the ice walls go down, they're expecting the spike. And here it comes. The plant will go down. They're going for a retake.
And now the choice needs to be made. And instead of going for the TP, Win actually is going to rotate all the way around, which, when you think about it, actually does make sense. rather have high ground with Heaven than push into the showers where the op, while still good, you're just gonna have to rely on so much more. Effys, look at the way that they just charge forward.
EliGe picked up 2 already.
They need some coverage. There goes the
Wall
wall.
goes down. Huynh lays it down, but the Sova is there.
Oh no!
That's gonna be Skadoodle. He was sitting on about 5 kills. There's 2 more to his name, and it's the clutch.
Standing still, just you know, like paranoid, hoping that wasn't gonna hit him. Out of the gate too. Player 1 is gonna get hit, and he's down. Brax as well takes out Michael. We got a little brimstone Cypher v Cypher action.
I love this aggression. Effys is gonna hit the flash, and that's on the spike here. So he's gonna find himself a Phantom, has the body armor by. And as we say it, Effys is going to get hit in the head by Scott. So Spike's still down for the attackers, and they have a player that is committed pretty aggressively mid-A. AZK on the flank finds Huynh. And what looked great for defenders on an aggressive push is now going to cost him. EliGe coming through will clean up the round. The attackers have rotated. They're all hitting A super fast, and 3 defenders are now out of position on the slow rotate through CT.
Huynh caught in the slow. Hunter's Fury in effect as GMD did locate 2 players standing, AZK and Crashies. So the TP went through, and this is the moment where Crashies is going to be effective. He catches people on the flank here. There's an ult,
Bomb is rotated.
but the push came through. Oh.
Yeah, this looked really good. Ultimate shut that attempt down. Gen.G, they invested a lot in that round, but they walk out with the win and an op for Michael, which will probably go back into the hands of Huynh. And honestly, could be looking for this first pick. The defenders playing tight corners. They are not going to show their face at all. So this Ska arrow could do a lot of work.
Open up the sky.
It revealed a few. Brimstone ult is active. Look at player 1, man. He holds this angle in the cubby so well.
Huynh finds Crashies. So your first 2 picks are going to the defenders, Scott and AZK in the feed. AZK with the res, and Brax comes back with a kill on player 1. So it's a 2-on-3 for the attackers. Spike is planted. Gen.G trying to set up the retake. They got to get through Ska. He's kind of pinned, and his teammate is directly behind him at U-Haul, backing him up.
Got the angles covered. Gonna force Sova to actually go back, and then Brax right there. 3 kills, not out of it by a long shot. This team always throws us something new. Got an eco round. Speaking of new, they were hoping to poke out in mid to get some guns.
EliGe is like, nah, man,
was
you
right
guys
there.
brutalized me on hookah every single round last time, but now we don't have a raise. I got some backup, and EliGe is going to work. AZK steals that headshot from him. And we have a lot of questions in chat right now. If you're just joining us, people are asking, what was the first round score? Gen.G went undefeated through the winners bracket. So they started the grand finals with a 1-0 advantage. Team Brax will have to win this to force a deciding game 3. And they are on pace to do with his breach inside. And you can see the breaches are trading use of their utility. Effys comes out with the headshot, though, as they meet in the hallway. Defenders advantage, up a man, res not available for Team Brax yet.
They know exactly where they're going to be. They have an idea. They could start to move along the map accordingly. Top left of your screen. Start to see some players inching, checking corners, angles, wherever they could be.
I'm the in-game leader right now for Team Brax. I say we rotate back to A, and we use our Sova dart to try and gather information. He's got the ultimate. As long as he spots 1 player, the Hunter's Fury can mow down multiple people if they're stacked up. And it looks like that's what they're hoping is going to happen here over at the B bomb site. Everyone waiting for this ult to finish. Then they'll push forward. Michael finds AZK, though, through all of the chaos, and Brax answers back. But already down 2. This is going to be tough to finish the 3v4 on a tight site.
Now Intel comes through again. And they're just going to yeet out of there, go over to the A site. They know exactly what's going on. All 3 members of Gen.G are going to just rotate. You got that trap wire down to slow the push. You're never going to expect that when you come through there, just as you saw. But player 1, headshot on Brax. That's the second for GMD. And the plant did go through, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to be at 11-10.
And I didn't see whose Rolling Thunder was that. EliGe, did he invest his? Did it come out on the defensive side? It looks like EliGe still is sitting on 5 orbs. So that did come out of the defense. Gen.G invest has been a monster as he switched off of Raze back on a Cypher, which he's very comfortable on.
Player one was waiting for this player. Waiting for another one. He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. And he gets 2 for the effort.
I mean, former CSGO player, competitor in the Mountain Dew League, very familiar with the AK, the Vandal. Kicks just like the AK if you can control the spread. Player one hits the first shot perfectly and then just shows you how to control that reticle as he finds the second of the round. A 3 versus 5 and what's looking like should be an 11-11 unless some magic can happen behind an ultimate here. If I'm the Brimstone though, if I'm Crashies, I'm saving it for next round.
I'm just impressed by that crosshair placement from player one. He cleared left, knew he was good, so he kept it on the right. When the drone came through, players like to shoot that drone first, which is what he did. Then you have that, mini trade because you can use the drone for that as well. Michael through the smoke. Michael through the smoke. He's looking for another, but it's GMD. He's got his back.
Man, those trips lit up 2 different people.
Get more info than they would like.
I just love the 2 owls passing in the night, just shooting each other's Sovas. Win with the office holding a very tight angle. He gets walled off. Is he going to wall himself up and over? They aren't expecting this. Down comes the Brimall as they're trying to lead the charge. Brax and Skadoodle in the feed. GMD answered back.
Crashies is on the opposite side of the wall where Huynh was. Huynh just, I think, managed to get inside and get the res off on GMD, bringing things back over to their favor. Expecting that someone was going to be by that box. Yeah, no one will be there at the left box.
Michael tries to check in, but
Fury Huynh. Oh, and GMD gets another kill with Hunter's Fury. It's going to leave this into a 2v2. EliGe watching showers. It's now up to just one player. It's EliGe, and EliGe clutches it up, making it match point, and one step closer to another game. Can they do it? Can Brax tie this series?
With the 2-piece again. Effys is getting aggressive. Last time they did this, they found the spike on the other side of this wall, and it was a pistol round. We have not seen an aggressive defense push in 4 rounds at least.
And maybe that's why, because as soon as they did that, Crashies a triple kill. Brax with 1. We're going to one final map, folks. Here we go. And they get their redemption. Team Brax, they get the redemption against Gen.G. One more game to decide it all. Who walks away with the